Okay, children, now let's all learn what are interrogative pronouns. Oh my, what a big word that is. An interrogative pronoun is used for asking questions like what, which, who, whom, and whose. For example, what are you doing? Which color do you want? I'm sure you all keep asking questions all the time. Okay, children, now let's learn another pronoun. A reciprocal pronoun. A reciprocal pronoun is used to convey a two-way relationship with the help of words like each other and one another. For example, they help one another. Best friends share everything with each other. Children, now let's learn about indefinite pronouns. An indefinite pronoun refers to a person or thing in general, but not to any particular person or thing. Some indefinite pronouns are all, any, some, none. For example, we did not see any of them again. Is anyone there? Someone was sitting in my chair. Determiners. Children, determiners are very easy to understand. A determiner is a word that determines the noun. The most common determiners are a, an, and the. For example, a box or a box. An apple, the rose. The words a, an, and the help the reader or speaker to understand whether we refer to a specific person or thing in general. A is used before the nouns to make proper nouns to common nouns. An can be used in front of the words starting with the letters A, E, I, O, U, which are vowels. Example, a cow is a useful animal. I want to eat an orange. The is a definite article and is used for a particular person or a thing. Example, he can play the game. Verbs. Children, verbs are of many types and are very important. So, first let's understand the very simple form of verbs. Verbs are words or a group of words that refer to actions and states. Verbs are sometimes known as action words. For example, the girls were singing. Hari is laughing. Here, the words singing and laughing are showing action. Primary verbs are be, have, and do. The following table explains the role of these primary verbs. For example, what is your name? In this sentence, the word is the verb of be in simple present tense. Where were you? In this sentence, the word were is the verb of be in the simple past tense. The infinitive verb is the part of the verb often used with the word to. For example, we eat to live. Birds love to sing. Participle verbs are of two types. Verbs with present participles formed with ing. For example, a girl is carrying the basket. We are standing in a queue. Verbs with past participles formed with using ed or en. For example, I finished my work. Ram has given me a book. Regular verbs. Most of the words are regular verbs, adding s and ed at the ends to change their forms. Irregular verbs. However, there are some irregular verbs. They have different ways of forming past tense and past participle. The imperative verb. The imperative verb is used to give orders, instructions, or to make suggestions. For example, please keep your mouth shut, or open your books. The imperative verb is made from the basic form of infinitive verb without using to. The imperative form is only used when we are talking to another person. An action verb refers to the actions or things that are happening regularly. For example, I do my homework every day. Or, Mom cooks the food for us every day. The stative verb refers to states or conditions. For example, I am a good boy. I like to go to the garden. Saying verbs refer to the verbs that express what we or other people speak, like tell, whisper, shout, say, reply, etc. My grandmother tells me a story at bedtime. Whispering is a bad habit. A phrasal verb with a verb, an adverb, or a preposition gives a special meaning. The following sentence uses phrasal verbs. She keeps on crying. Dolly goes there daily. A transitive verb means the action which passes over from the subject to the object. For example, the boy kicks the football. The verb passes from the subject to the object. He spoke the truth. The intransitive verb means that the action does not pass from the subject to the object. For example, the boy laughs loudly. How do you do? Here, the verb stays with the subject only.